Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review, man. You know what? A lot of people been asking me, man, I haven't seen too many sales, Unc. What's going on? That NECA sale at Walmart, a lot of Walmarts don't have that NECA sale. Like I told you, I was in Wisconsin this weekend, Milwaukee, and the Walmart that I went to didn't have anything. They didn't even have a NECA section, which I thought was odd. I went and looked around. Dude, I couldn't find anything. I said maybe I just missed the mark on this one and didn't see it for what it was. But I don't think I did, man. I think, for the most part, shit, it was what it was. Um, so I want you all to understand that when, you see deals somewhere, you see stock just overflowing and you just thinking, oh, I'm just gonna leave it sitting there because shit, everybody getting it like this. Nobody getting it like that. Some of these Walmarts and Targets that I went to, man, they still had the stuff before Christmas. I know what actually hit around that time and ain't nothing changed. It's still the same merchandise sitting on the shelves that nobody's buying. Certain areas, people are not investing in toys like that. The shelves look empty. It look like, damn near about like they're about to close. And you're trying to figure this out. You're like, well, maybe just the product don't move and it not finding it real, feasible to keep these damn shelves stocked, or people are stealing. We were in Milwaukee, man, over by the the Milwaukee Brewers Stadium. And we were over in that location, man, and I noticed, at the Chili's, they had a security guard walking around. I'm like, damn, armed security with a bulletproof vest on. I had to ask the server. I said, what is going on? I said, I've never seen this type of shit. I said, what's that about? She said, man, people get a kind of, out there in here. She was a great server. We was at an IHOP in the location, and, I noticed there was only one lady working for all the tables, man, and she had that shit on pack. She didn't even have to write down the orders. She knew exactly what you ordered and went back there and told them everything you needed. Dude, I was like fascinated by it, but I was so weirded out by certain things that I didn't understand, like the GameStop that was there, it was damn near barren. And I'm like, wow, what is really going on? I'm like, either it's the economy in certain areas, like I said, I was in the Walmart, there were people up the gazoo in Walmart and Target. But I don't know how to, really say that there was the merchandise for a person like me. See, collectors think, and I'm going to say this, we think when it's raining in their particular area, like if you stay somewhere in California and it's raining in California, you think it's raining every damn way. You like, man, shit, we got it this good here. I just wonder how good they got it there. They must got it 10 times better. No, they got it 10 times worse. You trying to figure out what's wrong with the distribution. What's wrong with the warehouses at these particular organizations that certain stores don't even have merchandise. Certain stores go without, that you sitting here looking like, man, what is really going on? I'm sitting here looking, trying to understand why that, like if I'm looking for certain things, it's hard to find it. Like I told you, here in Chicago and the surrounding areas, you have like 50 Targets, damn near. And you have just about damn near 20 Walmarts, within the Illinois and the, just area, I say at least 10. But I'm going to say it like this. You can't find shit nowhere. They just opened up a new Target, and that one looked like the whole toy section been ran through. And I know people ain't been there just running and like, oh man, I just see stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and grab all this up real quick. The store ain't gonna stop you from buying it. I wouldn't stop you from buying it. Sales are down everywhere. People are trying to find ways to cut people. And see, this is what I'm talking about. When I talk to y'all about video game resellers, I always tell you, listen to this, action figure resellers. They're trying to generate sales right now. eBay is going through something right now where a lot of people are not comprehending that. eBay right now, man, I don't know what it is. It's just everywhere on eBay, everything is down. And I know y'all like, but no, certain sellers, they just making hand over fist money. They just make, Man, that's some sellers. Not all sellers, because some sellers are talking about just quitting. Because it's getting to the point now, they're like, man, I need a job because this is not making it anymore. And see, that's the thing. I believe the pandemic spoiled a lot of people. And I talk about this a lot. Whereas they quit their jobs and, money was coming hand over fist. It was just coming from every damn where. I mean, you put something online, people ban it as soon as you put it up. You're like, man, Wii Sports, man, I put it up there. I was getting $50 for Wii Sports, man. I had like 14 copies up there, man. Think about it. $50 a pop, man. I was making big money. Then I had these other games and people were just buying them. Dude, the world was closed. World ain't closed no more. People ain't trying to be stuck in that house no more. People have things where they just want to be at the house and they want other stuff to do. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. I don't think a lot of people have comprehended that shit done changed. People are not actually living that way anymore. This was never a long-term thing, whereas you could just say, hey, to yourself, look, we gonna do this, man. We got this on lock, man. Unc, we got it on lock. What we gonna do, Unc? We got all of this. We gonna sell all of it. We gonna keep doing it. People were scared to leave out the house. People were doing all the shopping. They were getting all the toys and selling them, all the video games. Yeah, it worked for a while, for 2 years. And like I said, in them 2 years, you should have been saving your money like a motherfucker. But now, that stuff can't work anymore because nobody really trying to stay in the house and play a video game. You got diehard gamers, yes you do. But a lot of the people who were gaming wasn't diehard gamers. They were just people who were looking for things to do. And now that particular situation is no longer on their list anymore to do, and plus they don't have the disposable income to do it anymore. Think about it. People didn't have to drive to work. Some people didn't. Some. And I'm going to say it again. I knew a lot of people who didn't have to leave the house. I was one for a while before, my job was like, look, we don't go and put you back in there. Didn't have to leave the house. You didn't have to buy food out for lunch. You didn't have to pay for parking in certain places, dude. You know what? They made it whereas you couldn't pick up certain items at the store because they were off limits. Man, the thing was they just wanted you to buy what they wanted you to buy. And in that process, people were saving. They were buying Funko Pops and video games and action figures, and they were just spending money on stuff. Some people were getting unemployment, and I knew a lot of people who were getting unemployment. Hell, they went on damn near leaves from their damn job, medical leaves, where they were able to get the unemployment. Dude, some people were making $32,000 on unemployment, man. And plus, they didn't have, and certain people didn't have to pay rent for 2 years. Think about it. Dude, if you wasn't saving, you should have been saving. Because shit, rent now, they making their 2 years worth up out of your ass. I'm serious. It's real right about now. It's not saying that it's bad, and, it is bad in certain situations if you think about it. But you know what? If you got your head on a swivel and you paying attention to what it is you need to pay attention to, dude, it may not affect you as much. See, a lot of people are out here being affected because they don't understand totally what's going on. They think, like, oh, man, the pandemic might come back and, I can do this. People were stocking up merchandise, sitting on it. And what happened was they were stuck sitting on it because, again, when the pandemic wore off, it wore off. And once it was over, it was over. And if you were stuck with shit, you were stuck because nobody was buying, because nobody had that type of money anymore for it. People were doing seal collections and they were grading games. I'm like, damn, who got the money to grade all these games? They were grading action figures. I'm like, in package. And I'm like, man, y'all are doing the most right now. Was I mad? No. You gonna do you. You are. But I'm gonna tell you, man, make this make sense for yourself. Don't do no random shit, then get mad that it's random. Again, at the end of the day, you got to look at what you're spending and how much you can make. Dude, it's real. A lot of people don't see what's going on. But, a lot of us have been paying attention for the longest, man. But with that being said, man, I just want to say, man, I've been thinking about it all, man. And I'm not really ready to just jump back in. People are talking about maybe you should do a little reselling. No. When I talk to y'all about passive forms of income, everybody are doing toy hunts now. And dude, that ain't me. I'm not gonna get out there and do toy hunts. There's nothing wrong with doing toy hunts. Man, that's awesome. We need people out there doing toy hunts. We need to see what's out there. But my point is, we can't all do it. We can't all be resellers selling video games. And that's what's happening. This is why nobody can find shit now. Because everybody's reselling now. And people are like, at this point, man, y'all driving the prices up so damn high, it ain't even worth getting them anymore. And this is why people are, in certain cases, ban digital games. And y'all like, man, but that ain't why people banned it. Digital games, sometimes, man, you can find some good deals out there. And when you can find good deals under 10 and under 15, under 20, I be looking under 20. I ain't trying to look at no high expensive games. Why? When I'm looking at digital, I look at prices, man. I look at things that I could add to the collection and be happy to add to them. I'm not trying to spin an arm and a damn leg because, see, that comes back and bite you in the ass too. Dude, when you doing your shit frugally and understanding, I don't need the greatest game that everybody need. I need a group of games that I could play over and over again. You get what I mean? I need a group of games that, it's not just one game. I'm going to get tired of that one game. It's me. I know me. I'm not like everybody else. One game is going to actually piss me off after a while. So I buy like 5 of them for that price of that one. And I got 5 different games to play. And I be playing all those, man. I've been doing this for a minute. I know the rules to me. I understand what it is. I understand why I don't do certain things. Because it don't work for me. And see, this is why I'm saying, understand what works for you. Understand what it is that you need to do. If you're doing YouTube, understand your audience. Understand who is your primary audience. And cater to them. Just keeping it real. But to later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.